and see whether you have doubts or not, or whether you got the answer or not. First one, question solve is lakao. X cube minus x plus 1 dx. Second day lagi tu, yang buku gas mai. 4x plus 3x square plus x cube by 3. Third one pattern, equal b minus b square by 2 from 6 here, t equal to 6, t equal to 2, because this is d. Number 4, x minus cube root of x, okay. Who has got some answer to the first one? Some answer. Right, wrong, don't worry about it. You leave it to me. Okay, very good. Congratulations for doing it. Barabar hai. Doing is the first step. Cursor is the answer. Okay. Alright. Put your hand down. Ruby, what's your answer? एक term बोल जाओ. Final answer बोल जाओ. Whatever you got. Louder. I can't hear. 1 minute. X raised to 4 upon 4
minus x raised to 2 upon 2.
Okay. Bracket.
Plus x.
Alright. So that's her answer. Who agrees with the first term? The rule for power, isn't it? Yes. It will become 4, yeah, and then you are done. Okay, who agrees with the second term? Bracket. Bracket करो तो मुझे मालूम नहीं. Brackets are harmless generally. Okay, you should do more brackets. Then it's better than not doing it. The third one, who agrees with that? X. Okay, second mark one problem. Then put your hands down. Second. X means x raised to 1, isn't it? Yes. So if you use that rule for power, then the power will become 2. So you get x square by 2. So well done. Correct answer. Sit down. Let's go to the next one. Well done this. क्या थोड़ा बचा दे क्या? एक कंप्लीट था कि क्या था कैसे? Okay. All right. Yes. Answer. What's your answer? First term
2x square
2x square
plus x cube plus x raised to 4 upon 4.
Who agrees with the first term? Who agrees with the first term? Who disagrees? Or who gets a different answer? Different answer? Right? बधाने आज answer है वो zero पे करियो. I hope it was not tough. First of all, you have to put 4 outside. Yes. 4 outside. That is not like this, huh? Because 4 is not everywhere. 4 is just with the first term. So first of all, you should use which rule?
Keep the
No. Addition. Something like. I hope you realize that, because first of all, these are 3 terms that are added. So first thing would be writing it like this: integration 4x dx. Again, I am not saying you should write the steps. In fact, I am saying that you should avoid the steps. Do it in your mind without writing as far as possible. Plus, what should I write next? Integration 3x squared dx, and then integration x cubed by 3. Okay or not okay?
Yes.
Right. So now when you do it over here, this would 4 would be kicked out. Correct or not?
Yes.
And then x, remaining x, its integration will be
X
square by 2. So 2 and 4 will get cancelled and you leave what you get. Understood?
Yes.
Okay or not okay?
Yes.
This is how the whole thing is going to proceed. Similarly, over here 3 will come out and 3 will get cancelled. And okay, second term, x cube is clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now who agrees with the last term? Who agrees? Who gets this answer with the last term? Get a different answer. Yes, so many of you have got a different answer. Right? Yes, Nandini?
X raised to 4 upon 12.
X raised to 4 upon 12. Who gets this answer? X raised to 4 upon 12. Remember, you raise hand for what? Okay. That is correct. X raised to 4.12. That's because this 3 is there, isn't it?
Yes.
So when you kick the 3 out, first of all, this 3 will still remain waiting for you. Okay or not? So now 3 to 4. 12. Those who got 4 here, you have forgotten this 3.
Yes.
Okay? Fine. Done. Correct answer. So the final answer will be 2x squared plus x cubed plus x raised to 4 divided by 12. Understood?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay or not okay?
Yes.
Fine. Let's go through. Well done it. Got some answer, right, wrong. Again, do not worry about that. Worry about doing it. That's your job. Right, wrong, we'll know ultimately. Alright, Nandini, what's your answer?
Minus 198.
Louder, louder. Minus
198.
minus 198. That's what she says. Who gets the same answer? Reva. Very good. Who gets a different answer? Yes, it doesn't make it wrong when you build like this. Because science or anything is not about majorities, right? Louder. Minus 101. Your answer?
Minus 450.
Minus 450. Any other answers? Okay, sit down. Let's see what it is. Sit down. I don't know what's the right answer, so I can't tell you which is right. We'll have to do it first. Okay. Steps. First of all, which rule to use? Addition, subtraction. Is that okay? So integration t minus 1 by 2 t square dt is integration. And don't forget to limit 6, 12, 6 and 12. Okay?
Yes.
Now, what's the integration of t dt?
T
Square by 2. Correct?
Yes.
T square by 2. And in square bracket. 6 and 12 minus t cube by 3 and then 2 and 3 together make it 6. You can write the 6 outside also if you want, like I've been telling you yesterday. Similarly, you can put this 2 also outside, the 2 of denominator. Okay, you can do it either way, no worries. Okay, now first of all, what should we do? What we have to use the full method.
Yes.
What that first put upper limit minus sign, then put lower limit, correct?
Yes.
So let's put upper limit first of all.
12
square 144 minus the whole divided by 2. Okay or not okay?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay, that's plus minus. Now here 12 cube
1728.
1728. It is the smallest of the Ramanujan numbers. Then we'll talk about it later at the end of the class. Minus 216 divided by 6. Okay?
Yes.
You have to calculate this. So 144 minus 36.
108.
108. Sorry, 105 minus 108. Now, wait. Instead of doing all this, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to write this 12 cube as 144 into 12. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
And this is 6 into 6 into 6. Yes or no?
Yes.
Why am I doing that? Did you realize?
Yes.
So that we can cancel 6 with a 6 in both of them. So here it's going to be 6 to the 12 and here 6 is getting cancelled. I hope that is okay to you. The proper method is to first of all take a 6 common. So when you take a 6 common, this 12 will become 2. And here this 6 will be gone. Understood?
Yes.
Okay, so then you actually cancel that 6 with this 6. Is it fine?
Yes.
Okay, now 144 into 2 is 288 minus 36. Okay, so minus plus can be written. Did you get that?
Yes.
Negative positive, right? Okay, over here 108 by 2 is 54. So 54 minus 288 plus 36. How much is that? This is going to be 90. Yes or no? 54 plus 36 means 90. Yes?
Yes.
And 90 minus 288 is minus 190. So who got it right? Very good. Okay? Let's go to the next one. The last one. Yes, no, we have 20. Sorry? R2. क्या देगा? D square by 2 nothing. So kick the constant out. Okay. The last one was 8 to 27. Integration 8 to 27 x minus cube root of x square. So we've got an answer to this question. Okay, yes, Zoya, what's your answer? Louder. 665 upon 2. Okay, who gets the same answer? Huh? Means you have simplified it after this. What do you think? There's another term.
Yes.
Okay. Did you forget to write that term there? Is this your final answer after doing everything else? Okay. Jennifer, what is your answer? Same. Okay. Answer, what's your answer? Louder, louder.
Minus 1883.5.
Fractions માં આવે છે એ બધું પોઈન્ટ માં જ કર્યું છે બોલ ફરી minus 188. Okay. Who gets this answer? अरे वाह. Coincidence or some reason? कुछ है. Okay. Who else has done it? Can you please raise your hand so I can ask you? Okay. Pragati, what's your answer?
665 for 2 and bracket 65.
It's final answer. Final answer. After doing everything, you have to multiply 665. What did you have? Add, subtract. What do you say? Cube root of 665. So, is it so difficult to say whatever you have got? Diya, what's your answer?
Equal 15 upon 4.
115 upon triple 15, sorry, upon 4. Okay, who gets this answer? Neighborhood effect. Okay, who gets a further different answer? Sidra. 7.3. What the level? 7.3. It was 1135 upon 4. It looks like a mutant of that answer. Any other answers? Sit down, those who are standing, please sit down. Risha, what's your answer?
1330 minus.
Minus answer કોને કહેવાય? Minus क्या દેવું છે? બધું કરીને કઈ થતું નથી. આપણો મેથ્સ જ ન થાય. It's a dead end.
No sir, but 1330 minus 3 cube root 4 upon 4.
3 cube root of 3 divided by 4. I wonder how you managed to get that. Our numbers એટલા સરસ આપ્યા છે. 8 and 27, so that you will never Cube root of 8 is 2. तो खबर थी ना बता रहे हैं. और cube root of 27 is 3. हाँ तो इतने से यार हम भी I think somewhere you made mistake. Right? You're sure about your answer?
Yes.
Okay, very good. I like that. But your confidence is misplaced. I'm absolutely sure the answer is wrong. It's okay, don't worry. They're too short, I'm way short. It's around the foot. Okay, Sama, what's your answer?
332.5 minus 3 by 4 into cube root 4.
Same team. Cube root of 4. Cube root 4 is there.
4
Huh?
4 cube root.
Cube root of 4 and a 4 cube root must occur. I don't understand. What is the meaning of 4 cube root?
No, sir.
So, I understand. Then a cube root of 4 here. Okay. Answer no available. What will okay funny there? What okay? Sit down. Monthly, what's your answer? Same team? Any other answers, anyone? Yes?
Minus 1, 3, 1, 6, 7.
Minus 1, 3.
1, 6, 7, 0.75.
7. And the number तो पूरा नहीं है. Minus 1, 3, 1, 6, 7.75. Who gets this answer? Okay. Anyone else? Fine. Sit down. देखो मैथ्स is boring. क्या मजा आ जो. There is a lot of controversy and so much of excitement. Who would be right here? Or is it possible that nobody is right? You will find it. Let's see. First of all, integration x dx minus cube root means x raised to 1 by 3. Who got the first step right? Raise your hand. बाकी मेरा रेस माने नहीं करता है. Is the first step clear to others? Yes. Raising hand. Is this step clear to you now? Yes. We use which rule? Addition. Is that okay or not okay? Yes. Fine. Put your hand down. And power, obviously, cube root is 1/3 power. I want to know to raise your hand. That cube root is 1/3 power. Okay. Next step. This is easy. What should we do? X squared by 2. Okay? Yes. And then the box 827. Okay. Now here. X raised to 1 by 3 plus 1. 1 by 3 plus 1 means 4 by 3. X raised to 4 by 3 upon 4 by 3. Do you understand? Yes. It will come in the numerator. Is it fine? Yes. Okay, because actually it was 4 by 3. Denominator and denominator is the numerator. So then we get a 3. Okay. Who did it right till this step? Who did it right till this step? बीच एक mistake देंगे ना? Okay. I believe most common mistake would be this power. 1 by 3 plus 1 गरम होकर एक put कर देंगे. Who made a mistake here? In this power, raise your hand. What you are doing? Who made a mistake with this power? Okay, who made a mistake with this? 4 and 3. Who like you? That is, you wrote this only. It's a common mistake. I don't remember. I'm asking. It's actually a very common mistake that we forget the division. Okay, anyway, so here you have got a 4. And here you have got a 3. You can write 3 and 4 outside again, like I said. Okay, because it's going to be common anyway. Right. Now, next step. We have the answer again. These are historical evidences. Okay. So, what to do now? First, board upper limit. So, what should I write? 27 square. 127 square. I asked you to remember it. Okay, and it is 79. 729 minus 8 squared. And of course, everything is divided by 2. Right? Okay?
Yes.
Minus 3 and 4 common. Is that okay? 3 by 4 common.
Yes.
Just like your 2 is everywhere. Okay. Now we are going to put upper limit first. So 27 raised to 4 by 3. You get it? Yes or no? We are putting the value of x as 27. Okay, who can tell me the value of this thing? This is just a math test. Who clearly got you? Can you tell me the value of this? 27 raised to 4 by 3. How much is that? Which one? 3 raised to 4. Who understood? Okay, those who are raising hand, only those people have understood. Fine. Sit down. I'll explain. It is as follows. Whenever you have got such complicated powers, you can try and do it like this. 27 can be written as, 27 raised to 4 by 3 can be written like this. Is it okay?
Yes.
Do you remember what I have told you about this? A raised to x raised to y is a raised to xy. So we are using the same rule, but the other way around. So 27 raised to 1 by 3 and then again raised to 4. That would be same as 27 raised to 4 into 1 by 3. Understood?
Yes.
Understood or not?
Yes.
1 by 3 into 4 is 4 by 3. Correct? Now what is 27 raised to 1 by 3? Cube root. Correct or not?
Yes.
Raised to 1 by 3 means cube root. So 27's cube root. How much?
3.
So this bracket becomes 3 and then that 3 is raised to 4. Raise your hand if this is clear to you. Okay. Most. Any queries? Anyone? Something that you want to ask in the process so far? Sure? Again, what this actually means is take cube root and then take it to the power 4. So first of all, 27's cube root. How much? 3. Now 3 raised to 4. So 3 raised to 4 is? What? 3 raised to 4? 81. Okay. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Just multiply 4 times to get it, right? So this is 81. 81 minus. Now same thing we are going to do for 2 here. 8. So 8 raised to 4 by 3. Use the same procedure. First you have to take cube root. Yes or no? 8 cube root. Then 2 raised to 4. 16. Okay? See, there are no cube roots, no nothing. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so simplify it now. See what answer we get. આમાં એ કે આવશે મને નથી લાગતું કે આવશે આવશે ઓકે so 79 and 64 is how much? point money action mark. So this is going to be 665 by 2. Okay, so that was the first term. Minus. This is 65. Right? So 3 into 65 upon 4. Okay? Yeah, just a minute. So 6. I'll take LCM as well. LCM of 2 and 4 is 4. So you have to double this, correct? To make it 4. So this would become 0, 3, 1, 3, 3, 0. Minus, this is going to be 195 upon 4. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now, this is going to be 1135 upon 4. Check that. मेहनत करो, I didn't do it. अभी दवा तो मनो कर दो. So, are you getting this 1135?
Yes.
130, 90, yeah, okay, good. Hey, calculator માં કરવું પડે addition subtraction love એટલે જ આન્સર નથી આવતો, not joking. The more you train your mind, the easier it will be for you. Okay, અડવાનું જ નહીં આને. If I can do it, why can't you? Okay, Everything is clear?
Yes.
So whose answer was right? પાર્ટી લાવો હવે એક જ જણનો સાચો આન્સર આવ્યો ને આખા ક્લાસમાં એ કોઈને આવ્યો કે બીજાને But you see, it's not about the rules of integration or anything. You might have done that correct, probably, but later on you might have made mistakes with calculation. That's what you have to be careful about. Okay, that's the hidden part of physics. એટલે આવું જે આ તો physics નો શબ્દ નથી પણ physics નો તો હોય તો એવું થાય ને. You do the physics right, but then get the math wrong. The answer wrong. Okay, fine. Any queries? Okay. Now, what's the use of this integration thing in physics? Let's talk about that. Back to the graph. Okay, VT graph and displacement. Do you remember how to find displacement from a VT graph?
Yes.
What is that? Area between the graph and the horizontal axis. Yes or no?
Yes.
Why does that give us displacement? In there to be very honest, I remember. Why is the area between the graph and the axis giving us displacement? Here's the proof, and this is where we have to use integration. Listen to this carefully. It's that suppose you consider a very small time interval from this point A to B, or rather B1 for example, and the particle moves from A to B in a small time interval dt1. You know, small time interval dt1. Do you remember infinitesimals?
Yes.
Infinitesimal means something that is tending to zero. Yeah, they have limit
Yes,
delta t
sir.
tends to zero. Then we say that delta t is infinity. That means as small as possible.
Yes.
Right? As small as possible. Right? So let's say that in a small or infinitesimal time interval dt1, some particle moves from A to B1. And let's say that displacement is dx1. Means again infinitesimal displacement. Obviously, if you give the particle a very little time to move, can it move kilometers? No, it can only move very little. Did you understand?
Yes.
So in infinitesimal time interval, it will move infinitesimal displacement. Then do you realize that the velocity should be written as dx by dt, which in this case would become dx1 by dt.
Yes.
This is here velocity definition dx by dt. Now consider that after the particle moves from here to here, it moves again in one more small time interval dt2 from b1 to b2, and this time its displacement is dx. Again a very small displacement. Like this it continues from b2 to b3, b3 to b4, and so on, so on, so on, so on. Finally, the particle reaches its final position, starting from A, initial, going to B. So there are going to be so many time intervals, yes or no?
Yes.
If you think of it this way. Think about it. Let's say 1 hour. If you want to divide 1 hour into minutes, how many minutes can be made from 1 hour? 60. Okay, someone gave some other answer. 60 minutes. Correct or not? But if you divide that same 1 hour in smaller time intervals, for example, second, then but what is meaning of infinitesimal? As small as possible. So is 1 second infinitesimal? No. We have to go much smaller. Correct or not?
Yes.
So then 1 hour can be divided into how many such infinitesimal intervals? Many. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Think about it like this. For example, you are trying to divide 1 hour into 1 hour into, let's say, nanoseconds or microseconds, for example. So, કેટલી બધી થઈ જાય, right? You understand what is a microsecond? 1 second has 1 million microseconds, right? So there are so many microseconds in 1 hour. So A to B, suppose, is a big time interval. Then you can divide that into so many tiny infinitesimal intervals, dt1, dt2, dt3, dt4, like that. Okay. Now if I want to find the total displacement, that is from A to B, then I am of course going to call it delta x. Then do you realize that this delta x should be nothing but addition of the small displacements? Yes or no?
Yes.
Small displacement here. Let's say little bit here. Little bit here, like that. Add everything, so you get the total displacement. Did you understand?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
But if someone would ask you to add 5 terms, suppose 5 parts multiplied to another, A to B divided in 5 parts, A to B1, B1 to B2, B2 to C3, like that, 5 parts only, then you can easily add the first 5. If there are 10, you can add 10 also by calculator. If there are 1000, by using some computer program, you can add 1000 also. But when you are talking about infinitesimal, this is so small. So the number of intervals here is infinite. You understand what I am saying? The number of intervals is okay. So I was telling you that when we take the intervals to be infinitesimal, that is very small, then the number of intervals will be very large. Take 1 hour, divide it into 2 parts. How many intervals are there? 2. And the interval is 30 minutes, big interval. Take 1 hour, divide it into 60 intervals. Then every interval is 1 minute, 1 minute. So you see, as number of intervals will increase, the length of the interval will decrease. So if you are taking a very small interval, then how many intervals will you have? 1, 2, 3, how many? Makes sense? Infinite no meaning to that. As large as you can think of. Is 1 million infinite? No, it's much smaller. Is 1 billion infinite? No. Is this infinite? No. 10 raised to 100 કેટલો મોટો થાય ખબર પડે, right? It's too big. આટલા તો યુનિવર્સ માં પ્રોટોન્સ એ નથી. Yeah, not kidding. This is more than the number of protons in the whole universe. Even then, this is not infinite, right? So, infinite is bigger than the biggest number you can think of. Okay, just like infinitesimal is smaller than the smallest number you can think of. Similarly, infinite is bigger or larger than the largest number you can think of. Right? Okay, anyways. So when you divide this into very small time intervals, the number of intervals will become infinite. So add this. Think about it. If someone will ask you to add 10 numbers, you can do it. 100 numbers, you can still manage. 10,000 numbers, still possible to add. Correct or not? So infinite numbers, क्या add करेगा? You get what's the problem? If you want to add infinite number of numbers, it's not possible. Even a computer program cannot do that. But human brain can do it. How so? That is what is integration. Basically, adding such very tiny small parts, so many of them, is nothing but integration of details. This is what is called integration. So, what is the meaning of integration? That's where we are. Integration means you take something, you divide it into very tiny parts, and you add it. Integration is basically addition. But addition, is it regular addition? No, it's not like this. Let's say this is the desk here. it has got some area. Suppose I cut it from here, here and here. So I've got 4 parts. Is adding the 4 parts area called integration? No. Why is it not called integration? Because it is just 4 parts. So let's say I divided it into very tiny parts here. Like this. Did you understand?
Yes.
So how many parts will have? Perhaps infinite. And then adding all that infinite number of parts, that is what is called integration. So basically integration is addition of infinite number of parts. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
But now no simple addition rule can do it. What I mean to say is adding just like that. Kya sudhi karo? Infinite thaki doesn't. You'll never be able to get that. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So for that we have a special technique of integration, and that's where we use all those rules that we have learned. Okay, so this is integration. Integration again means addition. Addition of what? Of dx. What is meaning of dx? Small displacement. You said dx1 small displacement, dx2 another small displacement, dx3 third one, like that. So what is meaning of this symbol? When we write like this, what it really means is we are going to do integration of what? Of small or infinitesimal, actually infinitesimal displacements. Okay, we are going to do integration of infinitesimal displacement. What are those displacement? dx1, dx2, dx3, like that. So we write it like this. How will the thing? Understood?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember sigma? Also the sigma?
Yes,
Sigma, fi, xi or something. Those kind of things. Do you remember that?
Yes,
Okay. Integration is like the big brother of sigma. Why? Because sigma can be done, for example, from 1 to 10, 1 to 100. But integration can be done from 1 to infinite. Did you get that?
Yes.
That's the difference. Little difference between sigma and integration. They belong to the same family of addition. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So integration dx means you are adding small displacement. Now, do you remember limits, upper limit and lower limit?
Yes,
So
sir.
when we write it like this, if it's dx, means x for position. So here I should write the lower limit means initial position. Means where are you starting? You are starting at this point. So we are writing xi. Xi means
Initial.
position. Initial position. Why are we writing x only? Because this is x. Similarly over here, final position. Xi to x. Did you understand?
Yes.
So delta x, basically I am telling you that delta x is nothing but integration of dx from xi to x. Right? Delta x is nothing but integration of dx from xi to x. Now, can we prove it? Let's see. Sorry. Have I taught you the rules? What is integration of dx?
Yes.
Chalo, put it in square brackets. Yes or no?
Yes.
So xi xi. Now what to do? Put. That is put upper limit. What should I write?
X.
Then I should put minus. Then I should put
Xi.
xi minus xi.
Then
So we did look that.
Yes.
What is it? I wouldn't.
Yes, sir.
So delta x is equal to
X.
integration of dx. That is from xi to x. From initial to final. Did you understand?
Yes.
So what we are basically, what I have taught you so far, no, it's really common sense. Think about it. Suppose I want to find the area of this board. Then if I divided it into so many tiny parts, so I divided everything. Now if I take all of that and add back again, then what would I get? I get the total area of board. Yes or no?
Yes.
Same idea here. A to B is a large displacement. Agreed?
Yes.
So we divide that into tiny displacements. Which displacement? dx1, dx2, dx3. Okay, now we add them back again. What do we get? Delta x. You are in a big displacement. Yes or no?
Yes.
So hopefully you realize that this is not at all a surprise. I am saying that this is common sense. Isn't it?
Yes.
Taking it, dividing it into tiny parts and then adding them back again is going to give you the same answer. Common sense, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay? Turn it off.